Hello, YouTube family. Welcome back to Phase Lock Life. On my channel, I talk about locks and wellness for the mind, body, and soul. And today, this is going to be a short video answering a commenter's question to me. So I am going to be here answering that question. In the meantime, if you are new here, welcome to my channel, Phase Lock Life. Thank you for stopping by. I hope that you would consider hanging around with us because we keep it lit over here, okay? We be lighting up the space here. So, and if you're one of my lock stars, thank you for returning. If you are back here for another video, thank you guys. Okay, so in this video, as I stated, we're going to be answering a commenter's question. I got a question regarding the hard water video that I made. And one of the commenters, her name is, let me take a look. The commenter's name is Annette Dominique. And she states that, hi Annette, how are you? I hope that you see this video as promised. She states that her locks are dry no matter what she does. I assume that she is dealing with a lot of dryness with her locks, and her locks looking really, I guess, just thirsting for moisture and all of that kind of stuff. And her question was, what do I do to keep my locks so oiled and, fresh looking, nourished, oiled and healthy looking? I guess she uses oil on her locks as well. And no matter what she uses, she can't seem to alleviate the dryness in her locks. Okay, so this is what I'm going to say about that. One thing that I'm going to preface first and say is that I had to learn, I really had to learn that it's more than what you do to the outside of your locks, because that's what I used to think. All I used to focus on was, okay, what do I need to put in my hair? What do I need to, put on my scalp or on my hair or whatever all that is. And the thing about it, it's a little bit different when you're dealing with locks, because you don't want to start putting like oils and all of that type of stuff actually on your locks, okay? Because if you are doing that then you are actually attracting things to the lock that can get in, like more dirt, lint, all of those type of things. When you're actually kind of putting oil on them, you will better may want to just, if you really need to put some oil in your locks, and that's if your locks are mature and everything, because we remember here, you don't want to defeat the purpose of the locks, because they do have to go into their locking, do their locking process. So if you are dealing with some type of conditions on your scalp or whatever it is, you may want to just put the oil directly onto your scalp itself and not on the hair, the locks. You can use light oils, like jojoba oil is a nice light oil you could use. You could use sweet almond oil. Those are like kind of like, if you live in areas that are like very cold, like where I came from, like, and you have winters and things like that, then you could probably like graduate to like a black Jamaican castor oil or something like that. But that's usually like for edges, if you're dealing with thinning and things like that, and only on your scalp areas. But I'm going to, so I just kind of went off on a tangent of that because I just remember she said she put oil on her locks. But I'm going to answer what I use. So what I have realized is that it's not just about what you put on your hair on the outside. It is about what you put inside of your body as well. In a huge way, it's going to depend on what you're putting in your body. So one of the main things that I have gotten used to, because sometimes if you're not used to it, it takes some time, like anything else, to get used to that thing. I drink tons of water, and I drink water every single day. Like whether it's a cup or two or a half a gallon, or if I'm trying to do a water challenge or whatever, I drink plenty of water. You're going to have to do things that hydrate your body, that will then in turn help to hydrate your hair. I eat my, it's your diet is going to have a big thing. It is going to be really, really big in the factor of what you are doing, what you're putting in your body. So I eat a lot of fruits. I'm actually doing a challenge with my niece. So I'm doing a 6 month challenge. God help me. But any ways where is consistent mainly of a lot of water rich fruits, like I'm eating cantaloupe, having watermelon if I can. I'm doing, mangoes, cucumbers, fresh lettuce like romaine, like anything that just has a lot of that are water rich fruits and vegetables. That is what I'm having. That contributes to it. I try to get the fruits and vegetables that are in season. So if you have a farmer's market around you, or like go to the stores, a lot of times they'll have like stuff that's in season, or you can look online and find out which is in season in terms of how well it tastes, because fruits and vegetables in season taste a whole lot better than when they're not in season. So just a little note there. But other than that, I will take supplements, like I think in some of my videos, how I told y'all how I take a biotin and collagen liquid drop. Like I'll take maybe a couple of drops of that. That's, you can find that on Amazon, and that's in a lot of my other videos where I show what I take for hair growth. I think you can find that in my thinning video. I'll show like some of those products. And so the biotin, liquid biotin, is a good thing. I do that sometimes. I also use collagen powder. Like it's I just recently did that. I think I used that when I answered the question for the commenter. I did a video with another commenter, and then I showed the collagen. You can look at that video for that, what type I use and all of that. What else do I do? So I do that. I switched over from using chemical colors years ago. And so the only color that I use in my hair today is a henna. I use the natural hennas in my hair at mahandi.com. I color my hair black. So another way to kind of make your hair look a whole lot more healthier and richer is when you're using dark colors. That kind of makes your hair, it will take away that dull look, and it will give your hair a richer, healthier look, when usually your hair is damaged, or if your hair is not as like color lustrous as you may like. Using a dark color is a little trick that we learned in hair school that will actually, make your hair look healthier. But in my case, because I do all these other things, it actually is healthier, and the hair color that I'm using is just more healthier for my hair. So I switched over from chemicals to non-chemicals with that. The other thing I do is I always wear my bonnet over my head. That is like every single night. There's not a night, and I'm so much in the habit. They say it takes 21 days to do it. So ladies, if you're out there and you don't like to wear your bonnets and stuff like that, please stop to do that. That's going to make a big difference in how your locks stay frizz free and looking nice. If you must, if you just can't seem to keep that off your head, get you a silk pillowcase and keep that on your bed and sleep on your silk pillowcases. But I still implore you to put that on. I've even gotten to the point that if I'm just in the house chilling and I'm just watching TV or whatever, I'll just put my bonnet on, like just to also, so that you're not, your locks aren't rubbing up against things on your couch or whatever. And also, if you are living in cold weather areas and you're wearing hats on your head and all that kind of stuff, see if you could put like a silk scarf, like put your hair some type of way where you can wrap it around or do whatever you have to do and put a silk lining. And I think they also have hats and stuff now which have like a silk lining in it so that you can protect your locks, because with your locks rubbing up against things like coats and scarves and all that kind of stuff, you'll be surprised how that can affect your hair when there's like friction going back and forth. And also with this video you was talking about the hard water video and how that does affect our hair and the dullness and the dryness and all that. That actually is a real thing. Hard water, and especially if you're using it on a consistent basis and you don't wear a shower cap. That's another thing I do. I always wear a shower cap in my shower all the time. So I'm protecting my locks as much as possible. I tend to wash my hair maybe just twice a week, so that's the only time that my hair has to, you know, go into the hard water. But I am actually looking to get a shower filter, because a shower filter absolutely makes a huge difference in the manageability and the feel, the moisture, dryness of your hair. It allows for your hair to maintain more moisture when you're using a shower filter. I used to have one a long time ago, and it definitely made a difference, and not only in my hair, in my skin as well. Your skin's gonna feel softer. It starts to affect everything in a whole lot more of a positive way if you use a shower filter. So I'm trying to think. Hold on, I'm trying to look at my little notes here and see if there's anything else I am missing. And then in the morning, I will just take my water bottle. Hold on, let me grab this. So I will take this water bottle real quick, and usually I just pretty much refresh my locks in the morning. This is just a standard little water bottle. I had bought this from like a Marshalls or something like that. That's another like little hidden gem, guys. Like if you go to like Marshalls, or I don't know, maybe TJ Maxx has a section, but I like going to Marshalls because they tend to have like a nice little hair section where you can get name brand products that are sent to them for really cheap. So you can get some good name brand products from them for real cheap prices, and so you will find some good stuff every now and then. So that's what I do. So but in here, all this is just plain H2O, just plain water in here. Sometimes I'll put my spring water in here sometimes, or you could actually use rose water to help refresh your hair, and you know, to just kind of have it looking a little fresh and whatever like that. I don't oversaturate it. All I'm doing is spritzing and misting my hair. So this has like a thing with a fine mist. So I may do something like this in the morning. I get up when I want to refresh my locks, and I kind of go in just inside, and then I may do like a little massage to it, just like that. And then if I'm going down, I'll like, you know, just kind of go in between it and stuff like that. And then that kind of helps to give it like a nice, keep it, you know, just like refreshed and stuff like that. Now, sometimes if my hair is feeling extra dry, and make sure you go all the way through it, guys. Like, so even if you're doing your little water thing and you're refreshing it, right, you make sure too you kind of get your ends, because your ends can be dry. A lot of times people forget about the ends of their hair. So make sure, and sometimes I won't lie, what I'll do, my locks also, keep in mind, my locks have been in for over 6 years now, 6 years plus now. So I'm locked and loaded, okay? So what I'll do is I may take a little bit of oil, and I'm talking about a little bit, maybe like a dime size, guys, and I may rub it together, spritz it, and once it's damp, I may just do something like this, but mainly just my ends, just because my ends tend to get dry sometimes. So I will moisturize that, because sometimes if your hair gets too dry, you can experience some breakage and stuff like that. Okay, so I do that here and there. Now, if I find, because don't get it twisted, my locks get dry too. Like, they get dry. Don't think that just because sometimes, you know, it's not always that they are so refreshed and all that kind of looking. I do have moments where I experience dryness as well. But if I do get that feeling that my locks are like feeling kind of dry, and especially after I do a henna treatment. When I do a henna treatment, Because it's like a protein treatment and it strengthens, it's more of a strengthening thing. It kind of stiffens up my hair a little bit, and it'll tend to kind of look a little dry and until I do like maybe that second wash. But what I will do for that first day, because it's a little bit too stiff for my liking, I will use the Sister Locks moisturizer. The Sister Locks does have a moisturizer that works really great on my hair. I like the way it works. Now I'm going to say I don't know exactly all the things that's in there, because for whatever reason they don't tend to write all the ingredients that's on their products for whatever reason. Because so I don't want to say if it's good or bad or whatever. I just know it works on my hair. And also, speaking of that, keep in mind about the texture of your hair, because everybody's texture is going to be different. Everybody's going to require a different thing. But I can say that if you have coily hair, my hair texture is around a 4A, 4B in some sections. So the things that I am using are working for my hair. Now, when I use that moisturizer, I don't use it often at all. I only will use that when my hair feels like it needs it. So listen to your hair. If you feel like your hair needs that, now where would you get this moisturizer from? Whatever loctician you go to, they can order Sister Lock products. So it depends if they're still active on the website or whatever, they can get that. You can inquire with them about that if they could order you some Sister Lock moisturizer for your hair. However, if that's not possible, I am more than sure that you can go and check out a professional line of products that has a great deep moisturizer, but just make sure it's is based on giving moisture to your locks. But remember, we're not putting moisturizer in your locks unless you are absolutely and completely locked up. Okay, guys, make sure your process is already done where you're locked all the way to your ends, and you can ask your loctician if your hair is ready for a little moisture. And if you couldn't have moisture in there, Sister Locks wouldn't sell moisturizer, so you can put moisturizer in your hair whenever it is fully locked and you're feeling like your hair is super dry, or when you need it. You know your hair better than anybody else. So I have been using it on mine over time for maybe the past couple of years, and my locks have been fine. They've actually flourished. After I use it, they're way more manageable and move around a whole lot more. And I think things are gonna get even better once I switch into my shower filter, guys. So Annette, I hope I answered your question with this long answer. I hope that helps you out, and that you can get something from there. If you have any other questions for me, please list them down below. And another commenter, she made a suggestion on a type of shampoo. I'm going to go ahead and put that out there right now. I am not familiar with this, what she said, but I'm going to try to pronounce what she said, because I'm just not familiar with this. This is from Erliki. Her name is Erliki, and she said she uses a chelating or chelating shampoo. Erliki. I'm so sorry if I'm botching up your name, but Erliki, the shampoo that you're talking about, could you give a little more information about that shampoo? Because I am not familiar with it, so I'm not able to like explain to everyone, my LocStars or whatever, about what that type of shampoo is and what it does. Okay, but I do see that recommendation is there, so thank you for your recommendation as well. And I also wanted to continue to just thank my LocStars for subscribing. People for subscribing to my channel and becoming one of my LocStars. So I want to give another shout out to two people. Yes, guys, I'm about to just like surprise y'all right now. So Zahara, Thank you, Zahara, for loving my channel, and I love you back for that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate you guys coming here to check me out. Y'all just don't know. I really and truly appreciate that. So thank you, Zahara, and keep on coming back. I love you too, girl. Okay. And then also for my spiritual sister Lot. She said, what do we call? She said, my sister Lock spirit sister. Hi, sister Lock spirit sister. So this is Mary E. Evans, I believe. Yep, Mary E. Evans. So thank you, girl. She says, so we're going through the same thing. You know, we're dealing with some of the same thinning issues and stuff like that. And then Mary says that she may actually, you know, do a video herself because there is a lot to talk about regarding the topic of thinning. And that is so, so true, Mary. There is, I mean, it goes on and on and on, and I think that you are going to be able to contribute a lot as well. So good luck on your video, and also when you drop your video, make sure you come back to my channel and put a link so that I can also watch it. I would love to see what you have to say about the thinning topic as well. Okay, now the last thing that I would like to say is that if you guys want to go live with me, let me know. Put it in the comments. I want to know where my LocStars are, okay? I want to know where y'all are located. I want to, you know, be able to connect a little more with you guys. You know, we got to get this crack and get it lit up in here, y'all. So, you know, so it could be a whole lot more fun, whole lot more engaging. Who knows? Some of you guys could be in my town or whatever. Maybe we could do a little meetup. You know what I mean? We're going to have to expand this thing. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, yes, yes. Let's go to the next step, guys. Let's just, you know, let's go on ahead and expand this out to the next step. So anyways, that's all I meant to do is just to come and answer that question. So with that said, please like, share, subscribe, like up the channel, guys, so that we can let YouTube know that, you know, y'all want more of this, you know, want more of this stuff here, over here on Phase Lock Live. We're going to keep on lighting up the space and keeping it lit, all that good stuff, right? So until next time, as always, sharing is caring. I love you guys. Mwah.